You clicked on this video because you want a girlfriend. And if you don't want a girlfriend, you need to go ahead and click off of this video while you still can. Because I am not here to teach you how to get laid or how to build out a roster or a rotation like the red pillars talk about. No, I'm here to teach you how to find that one woman who won't even hold you down during trying times, but rather lift you up. The woman who will uplift you when it seems like the whole rest of the world is against you. That woman does exist. She does. And the reason why I know this is because I have her. Okay, but there are other women like her in the sense that there are women who will really stick with you through all of the most trying times because they genuinely want to see you win. Not for their own benefit, but because they genuinely want to see you win. Now, some people are going to disagree with that, and if you're one of those people, then you probably struggle to find relationships. So maybe you need to watch this video more than anyone else. Now, if you're one of those people who doesn't believe that this type of woman exists, the first thing that you need to do in order to find this woman is you need to clear these limiting beliefs. You see, you guys need to understand the power of your subconscious mind. When you develop a belief, especially a limiting belief, like women all being hypergamous or women wanting to get with a guy just so that they can extract their resources and then eventually leave them, you're not going to get into a relationship. When you put that sort of belief into your subconscious mind, you have to understand that you are programming the way that you perceive reality. You are now viewing reality through that lens. And if you go looking for proof, if you go looking for confirmation, even if it's just subconsciously looking for confirmation of this belief, you're going to find it. In the same way that if I were to take you to a car dealership and tell you, hey, don't look for a yellow car, you're going to find a yellow car almost instantaneously if there is one. If I tell you, hey, avoid these types of women at all costs, you're going to find one because that's what you're focused on. When you focus on the negative, that's what you're going to find. Energy goes where attention flows. You have to clear these limiting beliefs. Now, how do you go about clearing these limiting beliefs? The first thing that you need to do is become aware of them. You need to become aware of the limiting beliefs and understand that these limiting beliefs are more than likely the only thing preventing you from being in a relationship. For 99.9% of you watching this, this is going to be the only thing that you need to do, is clear your limiting beliefs. Love is always flowing your way because it is a natural aspect of our existence. It's the fabric of reality. Love is what enables everything to exist. Without love, there is no life. And without life, there is no love. But what you guys have to understand is that a lot of times you're not even living life because of these limiting beliefs. Now, a part of clearing these limiting beliefs is not feeding the beast. Not feeding into these limiting beliefs by consuming red pill content, consuming black pill content, content which is curated, it is specifically curated to keep you in that space of the limiting beliefs. And why do they do that? Why do they create content which is specifically curated to keep you in that insecurity? It's because it's profitable for them. It is very profitable for them. Look at these red pill YouTubers. Look at these black pill YouTubers. See how many views they're getting on their videos. Look at the people who spread negative dating advice, who say that modern women are the bane of all existence. Or even on the other side, the women who say that modern men are the bane of all existence. They are contributing to the problem much more than the people that they're referring to in their videos. Okay, you have to stop consuming these videos. I'm not here to take anybody's business down, so I'm not going to mention any names in particular, but if there's somebody who makes you feel as if all women are a certain way, you probably should not be watching them. Now, once you cut off the flow of this negative and limiting information, the next thing that you need to do is you need to clear out this information. And how do you go about doing that? The first thing that you need to do is become aware. You need to become aware of your limiting beliefs. And I can't speak for everyone, but I can speak from my own experience when I say that therapy was an absolute game changer in this regard. And that is why I am excited to announce BetterHelp as a sponsor of today's video. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service and it's 100% online. With BetterHelp, you can tap into a network of over 30,000 licensed and experienced therapists who can help you with a wide range of issues. To get started, you just answer a few questions about your needs and preferences in therapy. That way, BetterHelp can match you with the right therapist from their network. Then, you can talk with your therapist in whichever way feels the most comfortable, whether it's via text, chat, video, or phone call. You can message your therapist at any time and schedule live sessions when it's convenient for you. If your therapist isn't the right fit for any reason, you can switch to a new therapist for no additional charge. With BetterHelp, you get the same professionalism and quality you expect from in-office therapy, but with a therapist who is custom-picked for you, more scheduling flexibility, and at a more affordable price. So go to betterhelp.com/Jordan Green. That's betterhelp.com/Jordan Green, or click the first link in the description below and get 10% off of your first month today. A lot of you men need therapy. And the reason why I specify men is because, for one, this is a video on how to get a girlfriend, and I'm assuming most of you are men, but also because there's a stigma. There is a stigma in the manosphere, and we need to talk about that. A lot of men are afraid, especially black men. If you know, you know. A lot of men are afraid to get therapy because they don't want to be seen as weak or feminine, and that's all the more reason to go and seek therapy. A lot of people struggle to get into relationships because of these very insecurities. When you have this insecure mindset, you generally have an insecure attachment style to go with it. Now, what are the attachment styles? Generally speaking, there are 3 primary attachment styles. You have the anxious attachment style, which is what I used to be. You have the avoidant attachment style, which I also was at one point. And then you have the secure attachment style, which I finally healed and developed into. Now, what's the difference between the 3? The anxious attachment style is an attachment style where you are codependent, where you are very needy. You need your partner, you're clingy, you're jealous, you're possessive, and generally speaking, you need to be around your partner as much as you possibly can, not because you enjoy being with them, but because you fear what they'll do when you're not with them. And on top of that, when you're an anxious attachment style, you generally tend to gravitate toward, subconsciously that is, you subconsciously gravitate toward avoidant attachment styles. You gravitate towards people who have avoidant attachment styles, and basically these are people who are afraid of intimacy, specifically emotional intimacy. And as a result, they're pretty much impossible to get into relationships with. This is what I used to struggle with. There's nothing worse, in my opinion, than being in a position where you're able to take women out on dates and it seems like they really like you, but they don't want to get with you. They don't want to be in a relationship with you. Because then you get just enough of a taste to catch feelings or even fall in love, but then you never actually get the full meal. And like I said, the anxious and avoidant attachment styles tend to gravitate towards each other because insecurities seek out other insecurities to fill the void and to perpetuate the belief system that people have, especially about oneself, and by extension, the world at large, with love being no exception to that. Now, a secure attachment style is pretty much right in the middle. It's where you're comfortable being alone, but you're also comfortable being with somebody. You're comfortable opening up and being emotionally intimate. You don't have trust issues. And on top of that, you are perfectly fine and content being single because you're in a strong relationship with yourself. As cliche, as corny as it sounds, you're in a relationship with yourself and you're able to go out and live your best life. And that doesn't mean that you don't want a relationship. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be in a relationship. That's a natural human desire, but you don't need a relationship. And it's only from this space of security and being aware of who you are that you can ascertain which partner is actually right for you.